Hey there coin fam, welcome back to the channel where pockets become treasure chests and that jingly change in your couch cushions might just pay off your mortgage. If you've ever tossed a quarter into a vending machine without a second thought, you might want to rethink that, because today we're talking about a 2014 quarter. Yes, you heard that right, just a regular old 2014 quarter with a tiny little P mint mark that is now valued at a jaw-dropping $1 million dollars. Yep, $1 million, not Monopoly money, not a scam, not your cousin Jerry's limited edition commemorative Pokemon coin from eBay. This is a legit US state and territories quarter that's turning heads and breaking hearts at coin auctions all over the country now. Before you start flipping your cushions inside out, let's dive into why this little guy is so valuable, what makes it so special, and how you might have one hiding in your car's cup holder right now. So the coin in question is part of the America the Beautiful quarter series. It was released in 2014, and the P mint mark means it was made at the Philadelphia Mint. You'll find that little P right on the obverse side. That's the head side for all my coin newbies. Now 2014 saw the release of several different designs because each state got their own quarter. This one in particular we're talking about today is the Everglades National Park quarter from Florida. If you see a beautiful scene with two wading birds, a heron and an egret doing bird things, you're in the right ballpark. But not every Everglades quarter is worth a fortune. Only a very, very specific error version is. If you've got one of these with the right mistake, well, my friend, you're sitting on a coin worth more than a Lamborghini. So here's the juicy part. The 2014 P Everglades quarter that's raking in $1 million has a super rare minting error. Basically, during production something went very, very wrong, and for coin collectors that means everything went very, very right. This particular error involves a dramatic die clash, which is when the coin dies hit each other without a planchet in between that leaves ghost-like impressions from the other side of the coin on both faces. So if your quarter looks like it's been through some kind of coin apocalypse with weird markings or ghostly outlines of design elements, it might be that $1 million treasure. There's also a few examples of double dies and off-center strikes, which are cool too, but not nearly as valuable. The $1 million coin has a near-perfect storm of a die clash, super sharp features, and virtually no where this thing looks like a mint mistake masterpiece. Okay, real talk for a second, let me tell you a story. So a couple years ago I was doing laundry and I dropped a handful of change into the coin slot at this dingy laundromat near my apartment. You know, the kind where the soda machine hasn't worked since 2005 and the air smells like hot dryer sheets and broken dreams. I noticed one quarter looked a little off. It was an old Wisconsin quarter and the corn looked like it had an extra leaf. No joke. I googled it right there with wet socks in hand and boom, it was a known error coin worth around $300. I screamed like someone just told me I won a lifetime supply of tacos. That was the moment I got hooked. It wasn't about the money, it was the thrill, the treasure hunt, the idea that I could find something rare in a pile of laundry quarters. Since then I've been checking every coin that crosses my path. I've even scared a few cashiers with my intense change staring habit. So now let's get practical. If you've got a stack of quarters, here's what to do. First, find the 2014 Everglades quarter from Florida. That's your target. Now flip it and check for that P mint mark. It should be right under the word "In God We Trust" near Washington's ponytail. Then look carefully at the coin's surface. Any odd marks, doubling, ghost-like impressions, off-center design elements, these are signs of a valuable error. Use a magnifying glass or one of those cheap USB microscopes you can grab online for like $10. Trust me, they pay for themselves if you find even one interesting coin. Alright, let's say you think you've struck gold. What next? First, don't clean the coin seriously. Don't even breathe on it too hard. Just gently slide it into a soft plastic coin holder. Then you'll want to send it to a coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. They'll tell you what condition it's in and authenticate the error. This is crucial because buyers want that professional seal of approval before they drop 6 or 7 figures. Once it's graded, you can list it at auction and let the bidding wars begin. Sites like Heritage Auctions and Great Collections are where the magic happens, and who knows, you might see your little laundry quarter become a millionaire on stage. While you're at it, keep an eye out for other big hitters like the 2004 Wisconsin quarter with the extra leaf, the 1999 wide AM penny, or the 1982 no mint mark Roosevelt dime. These are all hiding in circulation and can be worth hundreds or even thousands. Coin hunting isn't just for grandpas with magnifying glasses anymore. It's a legit hobby that's growing fast and the payoffs are real. So to wrap this up, here's the deal. That 2014 P mint mark Everglades quarter might not look like much, but if it has the right error, it's literally worth a fortune, and it could be hiding right in your change jar. If you're watching this thinking, man, I've thrown away so many quarters without looking, don't worry. You're not alone. I once used a rare 1970 double die penny to buy a donut. True story. I was hungry. It was chocolate glazed, no regrets, but it taught me to start checking every coin I touch. And hey, if this video helped you learn something or made you laugh or Maybe just convinced you to dig through your old piggy bank. Do me a huge favor, hit that subscribe button, smash that like, and share this with your coin-curious friends. I drop videos every week on coins worth real money, how to spot rare finds, and strategies for building your collection without breaking the bank. Remember, the next time someone says it's just a quarter, you can smile and say, yeah, but is it $1 million one? Hey folks, welcome back to the channel where your loose change could be looser than your grandma's teeth after a caramel apple. Now imagine this: you're at a gas station, right? You grab a soda, pay with a $5 bill, and the cashier gives you back some change. You glance at it, toss it in your pocket, and walk away. But guess what? You may have just walked away from $2 million. Yeah, you heard that right, 2 million smackaroos hiding in your pocket in the form of a humble little quarter from 2015, and not just any quarter. We're talking about the 2015 P Mint Mark State $quarter coin. Yes, it exists. Yes, it's real. And yes, someone actually paid millions for it. So in today's episode, we're diving deep into the mystery, magic, and moolah behind the 2015 P State quarter. We're going to cover what makes it valuable, how to spot one, and what you should do if you find one in your couch cushions. We'll even throw in a personal story of mine involving a metal detector, a peanut butter sandwich, and a squirrel. Don't ask it, it's coming later, I promise. So grab a drink, settle in, and get comfy, because if you're into coins or just want to laugh while learning how to possibly retire early, this video is for you. First things first, the P Mint Mark means it was minted in Philadelphia, the city of brotherly love, cheesesteaks, and apparently $1 million coins. In 2015, the U.S. Mint released a series of America the Beautiful quarters, 5 new designs, each representing a national park or site from different states. One of those was the Kisatchie National Forest quarter from Louisiana. You know, the one with the wild turkey flying through the air like it's being chased by inflation. Well, someone somewhere found one of those Kisatchie quarters, and after a whole lot of drama, grading, inspections, and coin nerd debates, it turned out to be something extraordinary. Boom, that's the golden nugget, folks. This specific 2015 P Kisatchie quarter had a double die obverse, meaning the design on the front was struck twice but slightly off. So George Washington's face looks like he's had one too many energy drinks. Now pair that with a strong strike from a fresh die and crisp luster, and what do you get? A coin that sold for $2 million at a private auction in 2024. Yeah, that's not a typo, $2 million. Let me repeat this for the folks in the back. You could be walking around with a tiny metal circle worth more than your car, your house, and your student loans combined. Flip it over and look for the design from Kisatchie National Forest. It's got a turkey taking off in mid-flight. It kinda looks like it's late for a job interview. Then flip it back to George Washington's side. Look closely under a magnifying glass or even your phone's zoom for any doubling in the text, especially "In God We Trust, Liberty," and the date. If things look fuzzy or slightly shadowed, like George is vibrating or in 3D, you may have a double die. And lastly, check the condition. If it looks brand spanking new, no scratches, dings, or crusty old soda residue, you might be sitting on a gold mine. So a few years ago, I'm out with my buddy Mike in the park. We've got a metal detector, 1 sandwich, and 0 expectations. We're scanning the ground, mostly finding old soda can tabs and some very questionable metal objects. Then boom, the detector goes wild. I drop my sandwich in panic. Mike's yelling, it's probably just a bottle cap. But I'm digging like my rent depends on it. Out comes a quarter. It's dirty, scratched, and caked in who knows what, but I wipe it off and see 2015 and that glorious P Mint Mark. For a second, I swear I heard angelic choir music. Now spoiler alert, it wasn't the $1 million one. It was scratched to heck and had no doubling whatsoever. But in that moment, the rush, the excitement, the thought that I might have found a fortune in the dirt, that's what got me hooked on coin collecting. Since then, I've been checking my change, scanning quarter jars, and low-key harassing cashiers for fresh rolls from the bank. You never know when that one coin could change your life, and hey, it's a lot cheaper than buying lottery tickets and a lot less soul-crushing than crypto. So yes, the top dollar specimen sold for $2 million, but even quarters with the same double die error in slightly lower conditions are still selling for thousands in circulated but decent shape. They're going for $5,000 to $10,000 on the low end. A mint state version could be $20,000 or more, depending on how clean and crisp it looks. That means if you find one even without the perfect sparkle, you're still way ahead of that 25-cent coin. Dealers, auctions, and even online platforms like eBay or Heritage Auctions are buzzing with demand for these types of rare state quarters. Ask the bank for rolls of quarters and go through them like Netflix, but more profitable. Garage sales, flea markets, even the laundromat, anywhere you can find quarters is a potential treasure hunt. Make sure you have a good magnifying glass, some coin sleeves, and gloves if you're feeling fancy, or just lick your fingers and wipe the coin like every grandparent ever. Also, here's a tip: buy a red book. It's the official coin guide, and it'll help you know what you're looking at without asking Reddit every 5 seconds. But you know what's even better? Subscribing to this channel. The 2015 P Mint Mark Kisatchie quarter is more than just spare change. It's a wild turkey of a coin worth hunting for. If you find one with a double die error and it's in good condition, congrats, you're probably richer than you were 5 minutes ago. If you don't, well, hey, now you've got a new hobby. That might make you laugh, cry, and occasionally scream into the void when you mistake a smudge for an error. Coins are history, art, and treasure hunts all rolled into one, and best of all, anyone can get into it, whether you're a hardcore collector or just someone with a pile of laundry and a dream. So go check your pockets, your couch cushions, that weird cup of coins in your car, and while you're at it, hit that like button and subscribe, because we're dropping more videos every week about rare coins worth serious cash, how to spot them, and how to sell them without getting scammed. Turn on notifications so you don't miss a thing. And if you've ever found a rare coin or have a crazy story about pocket change, leave it in the comments. I read every one. Hey, coin collectors and couch diggers of the world, welcome back to the channel where your pocket change might just be your retirement plan. Okay, let me hit you with a wild one right off the bat. What if I told you that a simple 25-cent coin from the year 2000, yeah, that same year we were all worried about Y2K and downloading music on Napster, could now be worth $3 million? Yes, with an M. As in, my goodness, why didn't I check my spare change sooner? Now, before you start tearing up your couch cushions or mugging your piggy bank like it owes you rent, let's get into the full story behind the legendary 2000p mint mark state quarter that's turning heads, sparking bidding wars, and making collectors foam at the mouth. And stick around, because I've got a hilarious story involving my grandma, a gas station, and yes, one of these quarters. Trust me, it's worth it. Now, if you're new here, welcome to the treasure hunt, and if you've been with me for a while, you already know we're out here turning lunch money into lottery tickets. So grab a snack, grab your coins, and let's talk about a shiny little piece of metal that might just pay off your student loan. Since the year 2000, the U.S. Mint is in full swing with the 50-state quarters program. It's the most ambitious coin rollout since vending machines became a thing. Each state gets a special design, released in the order they joined the union. It's educational, it's patriotic, and it got literally millions of people excited about coins again, including my Aunt Rita, who collected quarters like they were Beanie Babies with faces. Now, in 2000, we got a batch of quarters that included Massachusetts, Maryland, South Carolina, New Hampshire, and Virginia. But we're not here to talk about history class, we're here to talk about the Philadelphia Mint, aka the P Mint mark, and a very specific, very rare version of the state quarter that's making serious waves. Worth 25 cents. You can use it in a gumball machine or flip it to see who pays for pizza. But one particular version of this coin has a major minting error that makes it insanely valuable. We're talking double die obverse, off-center strike, and in some cases even planchet anomalies where the coin was struck on the wrong metal. Yeah, you heard me. The wrong metal. Like a quarter that thinks it's a dimites, like the coin version of a plot twist. The most famous version? A 2000p South Carolina quarter that was struck on a Sacagawea dollar planchet, so it looks golden, it weighs more, and it makes collectors go bananas. Only a handful are known to exist, and one of them recently sold for a whopping $3 million at auction. Yeah, imagine being the person who got that in change after buying a Snickers bar and had no idea. That's the kind of regret that keeps you up at night. Alright, now let's get practical. How do you spot one of these magical, unicorn-level quarters? A normal quarter weighs 5.67 grams. The golden error version will weigh about 8.1 grams, same as a Sacagawea dollar. So invest in a cheap digital scale. Trust me, it pays for itself. Not gold. Golden, it should have that distinct brass color of a Sacagawea dollar. If it looks like sunshine and smells like money, you might have something. Check the edge of the coin. Is it smooth? That's a clue. Most quarters have ridges on the edge, but dollar planchets are smooth, so if it's golden and smooth, jackpot. Look for the P. This particular error happened at the Philadelphia Mint, so if it's a Denver Mint or no mint at all, it's not our superstar. Also, get yourself a good magnifying glass. Trust me, your eyes weren't made to read microtext after age 30. Now here's the part one promised earlier, the gas station story. So a few years ago, my grandma, who, by the way, is the sharpest human alive and does Sudoku in pen, calls me up in a panic. She says, "Honey, I think I paid for gas with a golden quarter I found in my change jar." I'm like, "Okay, what do you mean golden?" She goes, "Well, it looked weird and shiny, so I saved it. But I couldn't break a 20 and the gas pump was being rude, so I used it. I almost choked on my cereal." Grandma, you might have just spent a $3 million coin on unleaded. She shrugs and says, "Well, if it makes the car run better, I ain't mad." Always check your change, and maybe don't give collectible coins to relatives who still think Google is a brand of toothpaste. First off, don't take it to your local pawn shop. They'll give you $5 and a bad attitude. Send it to PCGS or NGC, the top coin grading services. They'll verify if it's real and grade it officially. Grading is huge for value. An MS-68 could mean millions, and MS-62 might just mean a nice vacation. Big names like Heritage Auctions or Stax Bowers specialize in rare coins. They've got buyers lined up and ready to throw down. Real money scammers are out there. Folks, don't be the person who sold $1 million coin for $40 and some free shipping. Seriously, there's an entire underground society of coin nerds ready to help. Just be Careful, you'll go in asking one question and come out with a new hobby and 200 pennies in flips. Alright, so you're fired up and ready to hunt. Here's how to start your own coin treasure hunt. You can exchange $10 or $20 for a roll of quarters. Go through them and redeposit what you don't need. It's like treasure hunting with a refund policy. You never know where the good stuff hides. Heck, I once found a silver Roosevelt dime in the tip jar at a taco truck. People sell coin jars all the time, not realizing what's inside. Always ask, mind if I look through your change? If they say no, offer them a cookie. No one turns down cookies. Who knew that a little 25-cent coin from the year 2000 could be worth a jaw-dropping $3 million? That's not just life-changing money, it's buy your mama a new house and still afford guac at Chipotle money. And if you ever find a golden 2000p quarter that's heavy, smooth-edged, and glowing like the sun, get it graded, get it authenticated, and maybe, just maybe, you'll be the next millionaire in the coin world. Now before you dash off to rob your piggy bank, hit that subscribe button and smash the like so you don't miss out on more treasure hunting tips. We've got coin strategies, error guides, and some hilarious stories you won't want to miss. Drop a comment below if you've ever found a weird coin or if you just want to say hi. And remember, every coin has a story, and sometimes that story ends with $3 million. Hey, what's up my fellow treasure hunters? Welcome back to the channel where coins aren't just spare change, they're secret gold mines. I'm your host, your coin buddy, your certified couch cushion archaeologist, and today we've got something real special to talk about. Imagine this: you're standing in line at your favorite coffee shop. You hand over a crumpled dollar bill and a handful of change. You don't even think twice about the quarter you get back because, well, it's just a quarter, right? That little 25-cent piece might just be the ticket to your next mansion, private jet, or maybe just a really good taco truck binge. Because today we're diving deep into the 2021 P Mint Mark State quarter. You heard me right, just another quarter right off the street, or so you thought, but there's a twist. One of these bad boys is worth a jaw-dropping, life-changing, wallet-exploding $4 million. Yep, $4 million with a capital MSO. Buckle up, grab your magnifying glass, and maybe check your car's cup holders because you might just be sitting on a fortune. In 2021, the U.S. Mint released a series of quarters as part of the America the Beautiful program, but one of them minted in Philadelphia. Yes, the P Mint Mark somehow made history. Now at first glance it looks like any OL quarter. Got George Washington on the front, he's still looking majestic despite being on currency since forever. On the back you've got the design for the state of Alabama featuring the Tuskegee Airmen. You know what I'm talking about, those legendary World War II pilots who defied the odds. A cool coin, right, even just for the design, but one of them, and I mean one, is worth $4 million today. How come? Here's the juicy part: it's all about errors, rarity, and collector demand. Apparently during minting, this one quarter had a super rare die error, and I'm not talking about a little scratch, I mean a misprint so unique it became the Beyoncé of coins. Rare, valuable, and everyone wants it. Collectors started going bonkers over it. The coin was graded by PCGS at an almost impossible perfect grade, and boom, suddenly the coin world said, you know what, this is the holy grail. Suddenly offers started pouring in, auctions went wild, bidding wars happened faster than you can say vending machine, and the final sale a cool $4 million. The coin that slipped through my fingers. Let me tell you a little story that still haunts me to this day. So I'm visiting my grandma one weekend, right, and she's got this old jar full of coins on the windowsill next to her cat's food bowl. She says she's been tossing spare change in there for years. I figure, hey, let's go on a little treasure hunt. I am digging through these coins and I find a shiny 2021 quarter with AP on it. I literally said, oh cool, a new one. Tossed it in the keep pile and kept digging. Fast forward 2 days, I'm watching TV and boom, the news says one of these 2021 P Mint Mark quarters just sold for $4 million. Ran to my backpack to check the coin. Gone. I asked my sister. She says, oh yeah, I used that quarter at the gas station for a pack of gum, and just like that, $4 million went into a pack of minty freshness. Moral of the story: never underestimate spare change. So how can you tell if you've got the golden ticket in your pocket? Here are a few things to check for. Look for the P Mint Mark under the word "In God We Trust" on the front side. It means it was minted in Philadelphia. Check the reverse. The Tuskegee Airmen design should be there, but here's the kicker: you gotta look for any oddities. That could be a double die, weird lettering, missing elements, extra outlines, or any funky looking marks around the wings or propeller. Also check the coin's luster, weight, and feel. If it looks unusually sharp, shiny, and has an odd texture, you might want to get it checked out by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGCO. And pro tip: use a loop magnifier. Don't try squinting at it under your bathroom light. That's just going to end with eye strain and sadness. Only one coin like it is confirmed to exist. It's like the unicorn of quarters. It's in pristine condition, has a once-in-a-lifetime minting error, and collectors will literally throw their wallets at it to get it. Also, let's face it, people love a good story. This isn't just a quarter, it's a piece of history, it's drama, it's mystery, it's high-stakes coin collecting. Plus, demand for error coins has skyrocketed lately. Everyone wants in on the action. TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, even grandma's knitting group is talking about Tips if you think you've found one. If you think you've got the magic quarter, here's what to do. Take high-quality photos, front and back. Check forums. Join a coin group on Facebook or Reddit. Trust me, they're filled with experts and fanatics who will analyze that coin like it's the Zapruder film. Get it graded. Use a reputable service like PCGS or NGC. If it really is the one, you'll know soon enough. Keep it safe. I'm talking safe deposit box, not under your mattress, unless your mattress is fireproof and guarded by laser sharks. What makes coin collecting so fun anyway? Now look, I know what some of y'all are thinking. Isn't coin collecting for grandpas and history teachers? Nah man, this is the wild west of modern treasure hunting. You can do it in your pajamas while watching Netflix. You can get the whole family involved. You never know when a rare coin will turn up and change from the taco truck, or when your cat knocks over that dusty coin jar on the shelf. It's thrilling. It's a mystery. It's like Pokemon cards, but with real money on the line. And the best part, anyone can do it. You don't need to be rich. You don't need a lab coat. You just need some curiosity and a little patience. So there you have it, the 2021 P Mint Mark State Quarter. It might be the unlikeliest millionaire maker sitting right in your laundry pile or under your car seat. Tone coin, $4 million. And a reminder to never overlook the little things in life. Now, if this video got you checking your couch cushions or raiding grandma's coin jar, then do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and smash that notification bell like it owes you money, because I've got more hidden treasure tips coming your way, from $1 million nickels to silver dimes that buy sports cars. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel where we turn pocket change into treasure and coin jars into retirement plans. If you've ever paid for a coffee and thought, I wonder if I just tipped the barista $5 million, then this video is for you. Yup, you heard that right. There's a 2001 state quarter out there with a P Mint mark that is worth up to $5 million. No typo, no joke, not monopoly money, real US currency worth more than most people's houses. So if you've got a change jar, a coin collection, or even a random drawer filled with loose coins, stick around, because we're diving into how this quarter turned into the holy grail of modern coins, what to look for, and how you might just be sitting on a fortune. And spoiler alert, it's not, because it's made of gold, but I'll explain. So grab a snack, maybe some quarters to check, and let's get into this wild ride of errors, mint marks, and millionaire dreams. It was the era of flip phones, frosted tips, and Destiny's Child ruling the charts. The US Mint was right in the middle of its super popular 50-state quarters program, and every few months people were going nuts over the newest state release. And in 2001, the spotlight was on several states, including North Carolina, Rhode Island, Vermont, and Kentucky. Now, the quarter we're talking about today is from that year, specifically with the P Mint mark, meaning it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. There's a certain 2001 P Mint mark quarter that's believed to have a rare double die reverse error combined with a die clash and a crazy off-center strike, making it a triple threat of minting madness. Basically, this coin is the Beyoncé of error coins from 2001. Imagine writing your name on a piece of paper, then accidentally moving your hand and writing it again just slightly off. That's what a double die looks like on a coin. The images are slightly doubled, and collectors go absolutely bananas for these. In the case of the 2001 P quarter, we're talking about the words being doubled, especially noticeable on United States of America and E pluribus unum, and the state name, depending on the specific variety. This is when the obverse and reverse dies slam together without a coin planchet in between, leaving behind ghostly images from one side on the other. Think of it as the coin equivalent of when you high-five someone too hard and leave a red mark on their hand. This is what happens when the coin isn't properly aligned. During the minting process, part of the design is missing and everything looks shifted, like the coin was trying to photobomb itself. So now you're thinking, okay, it's messed up, but how does that turn into $5 million? This specific 2001 P quarter was discovered with all three of those errors, plus it was preserved in near-perfect condition, graded MS68 or higher, and that, my friends, is what sends collectors into bidding war frenzy mode. I am talking auctions with tuxedos, paddles, and someone shouting, "Dio, I hear 5 MLON," and yes, someone paid that. Now, before you go flipping your couch cushions, let me give you a little real-life story. I was once digging through an old peanut butter jar of coins at my grandma's house. You know, the kind that smells like time travel and Werther's Originals. I wasn't expecting to find anything, but boom, right there, a shiny 2001 P quarter. I got excited, of course, but turns out it was just a regular one. But ever since that day, I've been addicted to checking every quarter I touch, because hey, you just never know, right? So here's what to do if you think you have one of these treasure quarters. 1. Look for the P Mint mark. It'll be on the obverse right near Washington's ponytail. 2. Check for doubling. Flip it under some good lighting, maybe even a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe. Check the lettering on the reverse side. Pay close attention to United. 3. Look for ghost images or impressions that don't belong. That's your die clash. 4. And finally, look at the strike. Is the design centered, or does it look like it had one too many at the mint holiday party? If you spot any of those features and your quarter's in shiny, near-perfect shape, send it in for grading. Companies like PCGS or NGC will certify it, and that's where the serious buyers come out to play. And listen, even if it's not the $5 million one, some 2001 P quarters with minor errors can still go for hundreds, even thousands, so you could still be holding a vacation in your pocket. Simple. It's rare, it's pristine, it's got errors that make collectors sweat with excitement and It's a perfect storm of everything that makes a modern coin valuable. Plus, there's always a premium for coins that are unique. One of a kind means someone out there wants to own the bragging rights. Imagine showing off your coin and casually dropping, "Oh yeah, it's only worth 5 million, no biggie." The 2001 P quarter became a legend because of the combination of freak minting accidents, rarity, and that perfect grade. Think of it like if Bigfoot showed up wearing a tuxedo riding a unicorn and then got graded MS-68. That's how rare this thing is. You know what's funny? I used to ignore quarters like they were just coin fillers between pennies, dimes, and quarters. I always focused on wheat pennies or silver dimes, never gave the modern quarters a second glance. Until I heard about this one, and suddenly I'm like the Sherlock Holmes of pocket change. I even caught myself trying to inspect a cashier's till once. Don't do that, by the way, it gets awkward. Real fast. Alright, coin hunters, that's the scoop on the 2001 P Mint Mark State quarter that could be worth up to 5 million bucks. So next time you get change at the gas station, don't just toss it in the cup holder. Check that quarter because it could change your life and maybe even your zip code. And if you're into this kind of stuff, coins with crazy values, historical treasures hiding in plain sight, or just want a fun way to learn how to turn spare change into serious money, make sure you hit that subscribe button right now and tap the bell too so you don't miss our next video where we'll cover another coin that could turn your couch cushions into a cash machine. Leave a comment below if you've ever found a valuable coin or if you're about to dig through your sock drawer after this. Thanks for watching, folks. Keep flipping those coins and may your next quarter be a millionaire. Hey coin hunters, welcome back to the channel where pocket change turns into power and couch cushions become treasure maps. If you're new here, buckle up because today we're diving deep into one of the wildest coin stories out there. Now, let me hit you with a question right out of the gate. Have you ever had $6 million just chilling in your pocket? No, of course not, unless you're a billionaire with really deep jeans. But what if I told you that one little 2015 quarter with a tiny little P Mint mark might be worth a life-changing $6 million? Yeah, not $6, not 60,000, $6 million. Sounds bonkers, right? I know, but stick with me because this isn't a joke. We're talking legit rare coin treasure, and if you're not checking your change, you might just be walking past your retirement fund. So grab your coffee, your magnifying glass, or that dusty coin jar under the bed, and let's talk about the 2015 P Mint Mark State quarter that's making headlines and breaking piggy banks. So let's start at the beginning, and by beginning I mean 2015, not that long ago, right back when everyone was obsessed with hoverboards that caught fire and avocado toast was just hitting its peak. But while you were updating your playlist with Hotline Bling, the US Mint was dropping quarters as part of the America the Beautiful series. Enter the 2015 quarter minted in Philadelphia, aka the P Mint Mark. Now, these quarters were part of the Kisatchie National Forest release from Louisiana. Sounds fancy, right? You're thinking forests, trees, birds, maybe a squirrel or two. Well, on the coin you'll see a wild turkey flying through the air, majestic like it's trying out for an eagle commercial. So what makes this little piece of metal worth $6 million? A few things, my friend, and no, you can't just microwave your quarter and hope it becomes valuable. That's not how this works. Here's the scoop. There's a very specific version of the 2015 P Kisatchie quarter that's become the holy grail for collectors. Why? Because of a crazy rare minting error. This ain't your run-of-the-mill oopsie either. We're talking a double die obverse and an extremely low mintage experimental strike done on a transitional planchet. That's just a fancy way of saying the US Mint goofed and used the wrong metal for a short batch and then double printed the front, giving old George Washington a bit of a drunk doppelganger look. So the specific error coin not only looks bizarre under magnification, but it's one of only a handful known to exist. We're talking under 5 confirmed finds, and one of them sold to a private collector for, yep, you guessed it, $6 million. Now let me tell you a quick story. I was at a gas station one day, no big deal, grabbing a soda and a bag of chips. The clerk hands me my change and I almost toss it into the tip jar, but something caught my eye. That wild turkey looked like it was doing the cha-cha. I squinted, leaned in, and thought, wait a minute, is this one of those weird error coins? I didn't have my magnifier on me, so I did what any modern treasure hunter would do. I took a picture, zoomed in, and then completely spiraled into a 3-hour Google rabbit hole in the parking lot. Spoiler alert, it wasn't the $1 million version, but I did end up finding one later on eBay for cheap that had a mild doubling. Still not $6 million, but hey, it got me hooked, and now I check my change like a paranoid squirrel every single day. So if you want to know how to spot the real deal, here's what to look for. First, check the date, 2015, obviously, then flip that baby over and find the P Mint mark on the obverse right next to Washington's neck. Next, you're looking for errors like double die on the lettering or George's face looking like he's melting. Also, if the metal looks a bit off in color, maybe more coppery or duller than usual, you could be holding one of those transitional planchet strikes. And please, don't clean your coin. I don't care if it's crustier than a slice of week-old pizza. Cleaning it can destroy the value faster than you can say. Numismatics, trust me, collectors love original surfaces no matter how gross. Also, if you think you found the big one, get it authenticated by a grading company like PCGS or NGC. They're the gatekeepers of the coin world, and they can tell you if you've got junk or jackpot. So yeah, one tiny quarter from 2015 with a P Mint mark And a little turkey on it could literally be your ticket to early retirement, a yacht named Pocket Change, or just a really smug conversation at Thanksgiving dinner. Here's the deal, folks. Coins like this prove that treasure hunting isn't just something for pirates or National Treasure movies. It's real, it's exciting, and it might be sitting at the bottom of your glove compartment right now. If you've got a jar of coins you've been ignoring for years, it's time to dig and start looking, because people are striking it rich with what others throw away, and all it takes is a bit of patience, a sharp eye, and maybe a pair of reading glasses. If you're like me, alright, coin crew, if you enjoyed this video, smash that like button like it owes you money, and make sure to hit subscribe, because I've got tons more videos coming on coins worth serious cash, coin collecting tips, and real stories from collectors just like you. So go check your pockets, your drawers, your floorboards, wherever coins hide, and who knows, maybe you'll be the next person to turn 25 cents into $6 million. Thanks for watching, and as always, keep digging, stay curious, and never underestimate the power of spare change. See you in the next video. Okay folks, gather round and hold on to your pockets, because today we're talking about a coin that might just be hiding under your couch cushions, your car floor mats, or maybe stuck at the bottom of your old jean pockets. I'm talking about the 2016 P Mint Mark State quarter. And yes, you heard that right, this little guy could be worth up to $7 million. Yup, $7 million for a quarter. I know it sounds crazier than pineapple on pizza, but trust me, you're gonna want to stick around for this one. Now, before you go raiding your piggy bank or flipping through your coin jar like a caffeinated raccoon, let's break it down, the facts, the funnies, and the full scoop on this unbelievable coin. By the end of this video, you'll not only know why this coin is so valuable, but how you can identify one yourself and maybe, just maybe, join the ranks of the millionaire coin collectors. So grab a snack, kick back, and let's dive into the wild world of the 2016 P Mint Mark State quarter. The 2016 P Mint Mark quarter was part of the America the Beautiful series released by the U.S. Mint between 2010 and 2021. In 2016, they released 5 new designs commemorating national parks and sites across the country, featuring Cumberland Gap National Historical Park, Harper's Ferry National Historical Park, Shawnee National Forest, Theodore Roosevelt National Park, Fort Moultrie at Fort Sumter. Now, the P Mint Mark means it was minted in Philadelphia, and let's just say someone at that mint must have had a weird day, because one of these coins came out with a very special error, and that, my friends, is where the magic begins. You see, not all coins are created equal. Sure, they might look the same, but some have little quirks, printing mistakes, die errors, misalignments, you name it, and that's where collectors go absolutely bananas. So what's so special about this $7,000,2016 P quarter? Well, brace yourself, this bad boy has a double die obverse error that is so rare only one known verified specimen has ever been discovered to date. What makes it even crazier is that it's not just a minor double, it's a bold, striking doubling that's visible to the naked eye. You don't even need a magnifying glass, just decent lighting and maybe your grandma's bifocals. Now let me tell you a quick story. Last year I was helping my cousin move. Right, we're cleaning out this dusty old drawer, and boom, I find this pile of change stuck in the back. I go full goblin mode, sifting through it, and I'm like, oh, a 2016 P quarter, need I toss it in my pocket, thinking nothing of it. Fast forward a couple days, I'm scrolling through this coin forum at 2 a.m., as one does, and I see this post titled, "Rare 2016 P quarter worth millions," and my brain just screeches to a halt. I grab my pants, dump the change on the kitchen table, and examine that quarter like I'm Indiana Jones. And guys, no lie, my heart was pounding like I just found the last golden ticket. Spoiler alert, it wasn't the $1,000,000 one, but let me tell you, I've never looked at loose change the same way since a circulated version with wear and tear, scratches, and gum stuck to it. You're not gonna cut it. You need that sucker in mint state, preferably MS68 or above. And if you really want to hit the jackpot, you gotta get it graded by a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC. These are the real MVPs of the coin world. They'll examine your coin, slap it in a fancy plastic case, and make it official. Now let's break down the current market value, the only known specimen of the 2016 P quarter with the certified double die error in near perfect condition, sold at private auction for, wait for it, $7 million. That's right, a 7 with 6 zeros. Why so much? Well, here's the deal. First, it's insanely rare. We're talking unicorn rare. Second, it's in pristine condition, which is like finding a perfectly ripe avocado on a Monday. Third, collectors go nuts for one-of-a-kind coins. There's a fierce demand for historic mistakes, and the money follows the rarity. Experts believe there could be more out there, maybe in someone's coin jar, maybe in a gas station, till maybe in your wallet right now. Imagine buying a soda and accidentally handing someone a coin worth more than your car. Look for doubling in the letters, especially Liberty and In God We Trust. Check the date. If the 2 or 6 in 2016 looks like it's got a shadow or a second line, that might be the double die. Use a magnifying glass or your phone zoom and check those details. If it looks suspiciously cool and unusual, don't spend it. Get it checked professionally, and remember, don't clean the coin. I repeat, don't clean it with vinegar, toothpaste, or your mom's secret home remedy. You'll ruin its value faster than you can say mint mark. Here's another fun fact. The quarter is often overlooked because people focus so much on pennies and nickels, but quarters, especially from this era, have some of the wildest errors out there. So if you've got a stash of 2016 P quarters, it's time to get hunting. Make it a family game, a road trip activity. Heck, make it a date night. Nothing says romance like whispering sweet nothings over coin magnifiers. Am I right? Now you might be wondering, how do I sell it if I find one? Well, step 1, get it verified and graded. Step 2, reach out to reputable auction houses or coin brokers. Step 3, prepare to have your mind blown because the offers might just set your bank account on fire in the best way possible. Alright my friends, we've taken quite the journey today, from coin drawers to $1,000,000 dreams, and if you're anything like me, you're probably already eyeing that cup holder in your car, wondering if it's got a treasure inside. The 2016 P Mint Mark State Quarter may seem like just another coin, but now you know it could be the key to unlocking life-changing wealth. So keep your eyes peeled, check your change, double-check your quarters, and hey, if you find one of these rare beauties, be sure to invite me to your yacht party. Before you go, do me a solid. Hit that subscribe button like your future depends on it, because here on this channel, we're always uncovering coins worth serious cash, dropping tips that could turn your spare change into a fortune, turn on notifications so you don't miss the next rare coin you never knew existed. And hey, drop a comment below. Have you ever found a rare coin? Or do you have a lucky quarter you always carry around? I want to hear your stories. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel where we turn pocket change into potential gold mines. Okay, maybe not literal gold, but you get the idea. Now grab your cup of coffee, your jar of random coins, and sit tight, because today we're talking about a coin that's blowing people's minds. You ready for this? The 2017 P Mint Mark State Quarter. Current market value $8 million. Yep, you heard that right, $8 million. That's not a typo, that's not clickbait, that's a jaw-dropping coin hunt jackpot sitting in someone's drawer as we speak. Now, before you run to flip your couch cushions upside down or raid grandma's coin jar, hang with me, because I'm gonna walk you through exactly what makes this coin so valuable, what you should be looking for, and how to tell if your everyday quarter could turn you into a millionaire. And trust me, by the end of this video, you'll never look at loose change the same way again. The year is 2017. You reliving your best life. Tide Pods are trending for all the wrong reasons. Fidget spinners are spinning out of control, and the US Mint decides to release the first ever quarter with a P Mint mark since, like forever. P stands for Philadelphia, by the way, not priceless, but in this case kinda feels like it does. So here's the deal. The 2017 P Mint Mark quarter was part of the America the Beautiful series. It wasn't supposed to be some limited edition secret coin. In fact, they made hundreds of millions of them. So why is one of them worth $8 million? Well, buckle up, because here comes the juicy part. So imagine Thea's a regular guy, let's call him Mark's a janitor at a local school. One day he's vacuuming the teacher's lounge and he spots a shiny quarter on the floor. Does he ignore it? Nope, he picks it up, pockets it, and later tosses it in a jar at home. Months go by. He's watching a documentary on rare coins. He hears about a special misprinted 2017 P quarter. He rushes to his coin jar, digs through like a pirate hunting treasure, and boom, there it is, that exact coin with a microscopic double die error on Washington's nose. He gets it authenticated, sells it at auction, walks away with $8 million and a coffee mug that says Coin King. Now, obviously, that's not my story. I am still here making YouTube videos, but man, wouldn't that be sweet? Okay, let's talk facts. So what exactly are the features of this legendary quarter, the Mint Mark? The letter P is on the obverse side, right under the word "In God We Trust." Simple enough, right? But here's the twist: not all 2017 P quarters are valuable. In fact, most are only worth, you guessed it, a quarter. So what separates the $1 million beauties from the regular ones? Now, there are a few types of valuable errors collectors drool over. Number 1, double die. This means the image on the coin looks slightly doubled, especially noticeable on the lettering or George Washington's features. Check his nose, his eye, his lips. If he looks like he got a ghost twin shadowing his face, you might have something special. Off center strikes if the design looks like it got printed by a sleepy intern who missed the target. That's a red flag in a good way. Die cracks. These look like tiny lightning bolt lines running across the coin. They read kind of like stretch marks for metal collectors. Love them. And number 4, planchet errors. That's when the metal blank used to make the coin is flawed, so your quarter might be missing part of the designer, have weird blotchy areas. Now here's the crazy part: some of these error coins are so subtle you'd need a magnifying glass or really good eyesight and 20 minutes of peace and quiet, which if you have kids is like asking for a unicorn ride. Go grab your coins stash, lay those babies out under a good light. Start with the 2017 quarters, set aside all the ones with a P Mint mark, then inspect each one carefully. If you spot anything odd, anything that makes you go, huh, that looks weird, set it aside. You might be staring at your early retirement plan, and I know what you're thinking: how likely is it that I find one of these rare coins? Well, I'll tell you this: someone found one at a laundromat in Indiana, another guy got one as change at a vending machine, and I once got a 1939 wheat penny from a Taco Bell drive-thru. True story. I was so excited I drove home without my quesadilla. So yeah, it can happen. Now let's talk market value. This exact coin, the rare 2017 P with the right error, sold for a whopping $8 million at a private auction. Why so high? Because it had a super rare double die error combined with a planchet flaw, and it was in mint condition, meaning no Scratches, no dents, just shiny money. Perfection. Coin collectors, especially rich ones, will pay insane amounts for a coin that checks all the boxes. It's like baseball cards, comic books, or rare sneakers. It's a niche, but when people get into it, they go all in. You might be holding the next jackpot and not even know it. First, get it professionally graded by a service like PCGS or Ink. That's like taking your coin to Harvard for a diploma. Once it's graded and certified, you can auction it through big houses like Heritage Auctions or list it on specialized coin platforms. You can also connect with collectors through coin shows and forums. Just don't sell it on sketchy sites or to your neighbor Carl, who says he'll give you $10 and a Subway coupon. The 2017 P Mint Mark quarter may look like just another piece of change, but it could be the hidden treasure you've been tossing on the counter all year. Check your coins, look for errors, use a magnifier. Don't assume anything's worthless until you've given it a good look. And remember, the people who find these coins aren't always experts. They're regular people like you and me with a little curiosity and a lot of luck. So take a few minutes each week to check your spare change. Turn coin hunting into a habit, because you never know when lightning might strike in the form of a shiny little quarter. And hey, if you enjoyed this video, learned something new, or just had a good laugh at my Taco Bell tragedy, smash that subscribe button, hit the bell so you don't miss the next video, and drop a comment below if you've ever found a weird coin or just want to say hi.